Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian from Zombie Guitar here. It's been a little while since I posted a new lesson on YouTube here, and the reason is because I've been doing a major redesign of my website. So if you haven't seen my website yet, or if you haven't been over there for a while, take a look at it. Basically, I have two different membership levels. I have a free membership level, and I have a full access membership level. So the free membership level has all my YouTube videos, but everything's nice and organized in different learning paths. And then all the free lessons also include charts, diagrams, fretboard diagrams, chord charts, and written lessons. This lesson here, I'm going to be talking about, this is kind of like a beginner type lesson, where essentially you can cover the entire fretboard rather than just one area at a time by only having to focus on two pentatonic positions, okay? So after I go through this lesson and show you the two pentatonic positions, I'm also going to give you a video backing track at the end, which will allow you to practice this stuff over a backing track with a fretboard diagram on the screen. Those video backing tracks, I have like 2,500 of them in my full access members area of the website. So if you like what's at the end of this video, maybe you might want to check out my full access members area as well. Alright, so with that said, let me zoom into the fretboard and show you what I'm talking about here with these two pentatonic positions. Okay, so what I was doing there in the beginning was I was just soloing over two chords, the E minor chord and the C major chord. That put you in the key of E minor. Okay, so when you're in the key of E minor, your pentatonic box, kind of like your go-to, I call it the home box, is right here between the 12th and the 15th fret. Okay, so okay, so that's your E minor pentatonic position number one. Okay, so everything that happens up here also happens down here, and everything is spaced 12 frets apart. Okay, so if you're up here on the 12th to the 15th fret, you can also do the same thing, open position to the 3rd fret. So you also have your E minor pentatonic position number one down here. Okay, so you can jump back and forth from high pentatonic to low pentatonic, and it's the same thing, it's just an octave apart, and you're still playing the same pentatonic position, position number one. Okay, but then you also have pentatonic position number 4. I refer to this as the A string home box because the root, which in this case is E is the scale root, is going to be located underneath your first finger, but it's going to be located on the A string. So that's why I call this the A string home box. That's just my particular name for this position. But you have the home box in which your root note, your scale root, falls underneath your first finger on the low E string, which is E. So you have your home box here between 12 and 15. You have your home box down low between open and 3. And then you have your A string home box, which starts on the 7th fret of the A string and then spans to the 10th fret of the A string. Okay, so that's pentatonic position number 4, but you can call it whatever you want. Going back up to the root there, okay? And then you can play on the lower E strings, the low E string too. Alright, and then anything that you do down in this area of the guitar can also be done up in this area of the guitar too, okay? So we started on the 7th fret here. That would be equivalent to coming up here to the 19th fret, okay? 7 plus 12 is 19. So the exact same pentatonic position is up here. So this is pentatonic position number 4. This note right here on the A string, 19th fret, is the note E. So you can play the same exact pattern up here, okay? Alright, so you have all that stuff to do. You know, you have high up here, you have right here, you have right here, and you have right here, and you're only doing 2 different positions, 2 different pentatonic shapes, or 2 different box patterns to remember, right? Rather than worrying about all 5 of them. Alright, so then you can go ahead and you can fill in your diatonic notes for the full E minor scale for each of these positions to give you more of a melodic sound, okay? So let's just look at this 12th to 15th fret area here, filling in the diatonic notes, okay? So starting on E on the low E string, you have... And then you have the same exact thing down here in this area, open to 3rd fret area. Okay, so, and then... Okay, it's the same thing, it's just down here. You just don't have that note that's on the 11th fret up here because that would be too far that way, but still you have your E minor scale down there, and then you can just fill in your diatonic notes within this area as well. Okay, so you have... And of course you could do the same thing up here because this is just pentatonic position number 4 in the higher register. Okay, so that's the A string home box or pentatonic position 4 up in that higher register. You have to bend that 22nd fret a whole step in order to achieve the high E, the high note E. But point being is all those notes are available for you to improvise in when you're in the key of E minor. Right there, up there, 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 and there. Okay? So you can look at the these yellow dots here now, and these yellow dots are the pentatonic notes that are, you know, the pentatonic scale is just 5 of the 7 notes of the diatonic scale, okay? So even though it looks like more than just 5 notes or more than just 7 notes, we're really just playing the same notes spanned over several octaves of the guitar, okay? So the yellow dots are going to be your pentatonic notes, the E minor pentatonic notes, and then the rest of the dots that don't have a yellow dot on it, those are the other notes of the E minor diatonic scale, or the E natural minor scale. Okay, so you can kind of combine them together and just noodle around. Okay, so yellow dots are your pentatonic notes. The rest of the dots that don't have a yellow dot on it are the remaining extra notes of the E minor diatonic scale, E natural minor scale, same thing. And then the white dot indicates the scale root E. So the backing track that you're going to have coming up right now is just going to be the same thing that I was soloing over in the beginning, but you're going to have pentatonic position number 1 here, then pentatonic position number 4 here, pentatonic position number 1 here, and pentatonic position number 4 here on the screen, so you can practice soloing over a backing track and really practice, you know, combining these together, combining pentatonic with natural minor, and just moving around in various different spots of the fretboard. Okay, so That's going to be it for this lesson. Short, quick, to the point lesson. If you like this video backing track, again, I have about 2,500 or more video backing tracks. Essentially the same thing. We have a fretboard diagram on the screen. Those are all available in the full access members area of my website. Okay, so check that stuff out if you're interested in that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.